of 1-0. A difficult game. They were outshot 23-8 in that game. Cold weather, cold conditions. We kind of saw that a little bit with the men's game just the other night. That was here. About 55 degrees and raining was that game. It sounded like it was just about the same for that. They allowed 14 shots, 9 corners, and it was goalkeeper Ashley Flout who had herself a nice game, 11 saves, 7 of those coming in the first half. She had a lot to do, a lot of difficult matchups, but without that performance, it could have been a much worse situation, but now they are coming in and they had themselves a strong September. They won 5 straight games in a span from September 8th to the 22nd, outscoring their opponents 21-1 in that span. This is a tough team. This is a very strong team led by one in Rachel Baker, leading the team in goals up to this point in the season. Coming out of Loveland High School was Rachel Baker, and she had herself a hat trick the last time these two teams met, which was exactly 365 days ago. This exact date they had a match in the Crossroads League. Looks like starting lineups are getting out and ready to go. We'll get a little more information on the women's team as the game progresses, but for now, we'll give you the starters for the Mount Vernon Nazarene Cougars. Number 1, Ashley Flout. She's a junior goalkeeper in net this evening. Number 3, Morgan Gibson. We'll get to her a little bit later. Another strong player. Number 7, Lydia Simpson, the senior midfielder. Number 10, Casey Apple. Number 11, Emily Heaton. Number 12, Rachel Graver. Number 15, Regina Reuter. Number 16, Kristen Davis. Number 18, Rachel Baker, as we mentioned, the senior. Number 19, Shannon Gwynn. And wrapping things up in the back will be Bethany Bo-Gantz. As for the Lady Leafs coming into this match, losing their last 6 games, 4-8 overall, and they have yet to win a match in the Crossroads League under first-year head coach Scott Gloden with his wife and assistant coach Ann Gloden. They have 18 goals up to this point in the season, and this is a team that has yet to win a game since September 12th. That was all the way back in the Goshen College Classic. If you recall, Annalise Baer scored early in that match with a goal in the 2nd minute, and then Courtney Wangard off of a set piece trying to cross one in the 9th minute, and it skipped along right into the goal. That game ended with those 2 goals by a score of 2-0. But since then, it has been about 6 games since they have won a game, has the Goshen College women's team. Granted, they're playing some difficult teams. They were on the road against Taylor. They took them to 2 overtimes. 108 shutout minutes from Natalie Thorne was just, unfortunately, not enough for the Lady Leafs. Then they went on the road before that, yet against number 10th ranked Spring Arbor, losing that game 4-1. But not only losing the game, losing a big part of this team, and we saw this last year, unfortunately. Melanie Drinkwater out for the season with a torn ACL, of course. Again, leading the way with 6 goals for this Lady Leafs team. Such a big part of this offense. Unfortunate that this team, at this stage in the Crossroads League, loses a player like that. We're going to get to the Goshen College Lady Leafs starting lineup. Beginning in net, number 00, Natalie Thorne. Number 2, Rachel Short-Miller. Number 4, making her 13th start of the season, Gina Berkey. Number 7, Janeth Vela. Number 9, Kate Venderly. She's a senior. Number 11, Elena Weldy. Number 14, playing every game so far this season, Lena Charles. Number 18, Courtney Wenger on the outside wing. Number 20, Annalise Baer. Number 10, Janice Haywood. She's a junior midfielder. And wrapping things up, number 24, Kate Crawford, having herself a nice season as well. Her first career assist coming back last season, September the 1st. Teams are exchanging handshakes now, getting ready to get onto the field. Game's going to be starting in just a couple minutes. 73 degrees at game time. It looks like Goshen is going to be moving right to left from the booth, while Mount Vernon Nazarene then moves left to right. Few clouds in the sky, not much not much more you can ask for. A perfect day for a game between Mount Vernon Nazarene Lady Cougars and the Goshen College Lady Leafs. We'll take a 1-minute break. When we come back, soccer action here on 91.1 The Globe.
This is a guided meditation on parenting. Take a deep breath in and let go of the time you and your son played basketball and you attempted to slam dunk. Or when you hit that piñata into your neighbor's yard. Let it go.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Back here on 91.1 The Globe. Teams are getting ready.
574 Sports on 91.1 The Globe.
Serves up ready for this match between the Goshen College women's soccer team and the Mount Vernon Nazarene Lady Cougars. This game starting at 5 o'clock this evening as opposed to 7 o'clock. That is because we will be bringing you volleyball action on the road. Grace College will be facing Goshen College Lady Leafs. We're getting ready to get underway. Janice Haywood and Annalise Baer in the circle. The ref blows his whistle, and we're underway. My name is Brad Stoltzfus. You're listening to 91.1 The Globe. And we're here now, and ball being sent back in favor of the Lady Cougars. They're moving left to right this evening. What a beautiful day for a soccer match here at the Goshen College Soccer Complex. The ball on the far side now moving up, bouncing around just a little bit. Milena Weldy's going to clear that one away. And the ball now on the foot of Reuter. She clears one away. It will be a throw-in on the far side for Rachel Short-Miller and the Goshen College Lady Leafs. She throws one in the middle. Janice Haywood making her 8th start so far this season. Cleared up, looking for a long ball intended for Bear, but that's headed up by a Lady Cougar and cleared away once more, looking to repeat that same process. However, the ball now is staying in possession. In the back there is Davis. She's going to send one over to Bo Gantz, playing the right back position this evening. The ball now is with Gibson. She sends one back now in favor of Davis, who sends one up and headed away by Charles. The ball on the foot of Gibson now, the freshman midfielder. He's going to try and send one up now. Weldy's going to clear one away, getting it just to the midfield now. No score between these two teams, just a minute and a half in now. The ball on the far side, right in front of midfield, now moving forward is Mount Vernon Nazarene. The ball swung over now with Bo Gantz. She's trying to get across, and she does, looking for a player in the middle, but it's just going to bounce instead to Natalie Thorne, picking one up. No threat there from the Cougars. Natalie Thorne's going to drop one just outside the 18 and send one up. A low pass there intended for Haywood. She's in possession now. Courtney Wangard, the left back for this Lady Leaf squad, transfer from Heston College. One of 5 of those transfer juniors coming in this season. Scott Glode not really having a chance to have himself a recruiting class coming in a little too late during summer break. And so 5 junior transfers coming in. The ball now at midfield with Mount Vernon Nazarene sending one up. Weldy's going to clear one away to Wangard just outside the 18-yard box. Still in the attacking half of Mount Vernon Nazarene. Again, they come in ranked 20th in the nation, and they know how to put the ball in the back of the net. The ball in the box now for Mount Vernon Nazarene, cleared away. Here's Gina Berkey with the ball. She sends one, just trying to clear one away. Possession in favor now of Goshen, as Janeth Vela there's going to clear one away. It's sent all the way toward the corner flag, and Rachel Short-Miller on the far side is going to have to get that ball. She's moving up forward now. A successful pass there for Kate Crawford, though it's given away. And the ball now with Simpson. Lydia Simpson, talking about a player, the leader on this team, a senior midfielder, and she was definitely a leader in high school as well. She had a handful of MVP honors as well as some all-district teams in 3 of the 4 years at her high school. There's Courtney Wangard now getting the ball just outside of the 18-yard box. They're just trying to get it away now as Goshen. And something brewing now could be for Goshen in their white home uniforms this evening. Janet Vela at the midfield, trying to get Bo Gantz off her shoulder, and Annalise Bears now going to have a through ball intended for Crawford. Going now with the ball is Reuter, picking that ball out of the way and clearing things away. Rachel Short-Miller at the midfield now on the far side as well, trying to get something up for Haywood. Still have yet to see our first shot in the match, just about 4 minutes in, and that ball is going to be rolled into Ashley Flout there. Picked up and thrown over now. Bo Gantz with the ball. Mount Vernon Nazarene keeping possession of this game and of the ball pretty well so far, as this ball is sent to the back now. Moving up with the ball appears to be number 19. That's Gwen. We have yet to mention her name. Ball now, a nice through ball forward. Could be rolling out of bounds. Running after that ball was Bo Gantz, and she could not quite get it. We're also going to be bringing updates from the men's match as they then traveled to Mount Vernon Nazarene. They did so last night, had a nice dinner, stayed in a hotel, and so far they are up 1-0. And who else but Isaac Huerta scoring the goal. We'll get some more updates on that game as they come. It's already the last 4 goals scored for Goshen College have been by Isaac Huerta, being named Crossroads League Player of the Week. But we'll get to that in just a second. Gina Berkey now on the left side looking for a cross. And she gets by her defender, sending one in. There's Annalise Bear at the top of the box. She's trying to get one in. Sends it back to Berkey on the left side now. A cross in for Crawford. Headed away, it appeared, though, by Reuter for Mount Vernon Nazarene. Picked up there by Flout. Yeah, Isaac Huerta scoring the last 4 goals for the men's squad. And they are up 1-0 at the half. Chris Venderly had the assist on that one. The ball thrown all the way up now for Morgan Gibson, the freshman, trying to cross one in, but Weldy's there just to head it away. And Crawford now at the corner of the box, moving away from the attacking third now. And sending one away is Kate Venderly. It looks like Goshen in their 4-5-1, or some may say the 4-1-4-1, with Venderly being that defensive midfielder. And such a strong performance she puts on, and so much effort, really, that she gives every single time she steps on the field. Ball now is with Gibson, but pass intercepted. Berkey's just trying to clear one away. And it's now at the midfield, being headed a couple of times. The ball eventually now with Graver. And Gibson makes a nice move, but Lena Charles is there to clear one away. And Berkey's going to do that once more as the ball gets across midfield now. All the way in the back now with Davis. Mount Vernon Nazarene in their navy blues for this match. The sun may come into play a little bit. We're already seeing Ashley Flout having a little bit of trouble, already holding her glove up to the sun to try and keep it. It is bright. There are no clouds. Beautiful night for soccer. And that is Rachel Baker now trying to get something going. The ball just outside the 18-yard box for the Lady Cougars, cleared away, and Berkey's going to send it out once more. Here's Annalise Bear. She makes a nice move, gets a nice through ball there to Haywood. Tried to get one more back for a 1-2 there for Annalise Bear and could not quite get it. It's picked off by Mount Vernon Nazarene. Here is the Cougars now, but it's taken away by Haywood, now entering the midfield circle and tries to get a lobbing forward for Gina Berkey. However, that is sent back now to Flout, the keeper for the Cougars. That ball is picked away as it was intended for Bo Gantz there, but good hustle defense by Berkey prevents anything from happening there. And another nice move there. She tried intercepting the throw-in, but possession now with Heaton in the middle, and she's going to send one all the way over. Nice run brewing here for Reuter and the Lady Cougars. She tries getting across in. Cleared away. Weldy went down for a second there, but she's getting back up. She looks to be okay. Now being sent back to the back 4 for the Cougars, keeping possession very well so far. Simpson now with the ball. Sent all the way over. On the far side now, the ball is being cleared away by Weldy. moving forward, looking to get into the attacking third, sending one back rather now. Crossing one in to the box was the Lady Cougars. Rachel Shortmiller is going to let that one go. It'll be a goal kick for the Lady Leafs. Going back to Morgan Gibson a little bit out of Lebanon High School for the Lady Cougars freshman midfielder. She started 8 of 12 games this season, and she has had herself a big impact. 2 goals, 5 assists. She's the playmaker. We're seeing her moving around quite a bit, large in part. That would really make sense why she won the Hustle and Pride Award back in her senior year of high school. Ball sent all the way back. Now it's on the far side, still in possession with the Cougars. Goshen trying to win away possession, trying to get a good look, but now it looks like Baker's going to be the one getting a good look for the Cougars. Try to get a through ball there, and communication was not quite there. Rachel Baker, transfer out of Duquesne College, or University rather, Division I school, 20 goals last year, and the Crossroads League Player of the Week last year, September 29th of 2014, coming out of Cincinnati, Ohio. A great player. They're just trying to get the ball on her foot, see if she can make something happen. She already has 8 goals to her name thus far into the season. The ball now just in front. They take their first shot, though. It's blocked by Charles. And Vela tries getting one away. Wenger tried to get it away again yet. And that ball is picked off as she was trying to send one back to Charles. Across in for Baker. Cleared away there by Venderly. The ball headed away. It looks like it'll be the first corner of this match. And it will be for Mount Vernon Nazarene coming. Still no score. 10 minutes gone by in this match at the Goshen College Soccer Complex. You're listening to 91.1 The Globe. My name is Brad Stoltzfus, and right now it looks like the only good chance so far of this match is going to be coming from a corner. Crossing that one in was Heaton, a low-line drive cross at the top of the box. The shot just inches over the crossbar was that shot. It's tough to see. It looked like Graver was the one that took that shot. Then again, it might have been Simpson. Both were there in good position. But the first shot also of the game comes only a few inches above the crossbar. Natalie Thorne did appear to be in good position for that as she sends one up now. And Weldy's going to head one away after that ball was headed from Haywood. Gibson and Haywood wrestling around a little bit for possession, and it's one back now as Graver sends one over on the far side now to Reuter. And the ball all the way on the far side now with Gwynn. Here's Graver now just in front of midfield. Again, Goshen moving left to right as Mount Vernon Nazarene moves. Actually, they are moving left to right while Goshen moves right to left. The ball now right on the midfield line as it's sent all the way now from the near side to the far side. Now it's sent all the way up. Trying to get something into the box there was the Cougars. Now the ball with Simpson. The Cougars keeping possession still on their attacking half. Ball crossed in there from Bogance. A low cross. A nice shot there. It appeared to be from Casey Apple, but that was picked up rather easily by Natalie Thorne. Crawford trying to keep one in play. The ball, however, rolls out of bounds. On the far side, it will be a throw-in about 15 yards in front of midfield. The ball thrown into Simpson. Lydia Simpson. She sends one all the way over. A little bit too big of a touch there from Bogance, but she recovers well by passing one over. Now the ball on the feet with Graver. Bogance over to the side now, right in front of the Mount Vernon Nazarene dugout. The ball is with Davis. That ball picked off by Gina Berkey. Bogance now takes it away, but Vela's going to take it right back from her. The best she can do there is just tap one out of play. The ball quickly taken and thrown in. And taken away now with Berkey as Wengard's going to send one up one more time. Goshen's defense doing a nice job so far, despite possession largely being in favor of the Lady Cougars. They're doing their part. This is a team that plays well with each other, these back four. Dew, Wengard, Weldy, and Charles. Few injuries to note for the Lady Leaf side, as we mentioned. Melanie Drinkwater, leading scorer of the team so far with 6 goals. She is, in fact, out with a torn ACL, done for the season. We also see Courtney Featherstone also not in this match as she usually is. The ball in the box now, but it is going to be cleared away. Kate Crawford now on the far sideline. Courtney Featherstone with a cracked rib, it appeared. No timetable for her return. A player that we saw play in that back four just a little bit as well. Rachel Shortmiller is going to try and send one away. The ball passed now for Venderley. Cleared up was Davis with that ball. 50-50 ball now with Baker and Thorne. And Thorne's going to be the one that wins that. Now trying to get something going now. She rolls one out on the far side to Rachel Shortmiller. The ball still has not crossed midfield, and it doesn't look like it will do so. As Gibson takes that one away, now the ball is with Graver. Baker trying to get it on her favorable right foot. She takes the shot off the bar, and the rebound is headed over the crossbar. A couple of great chances we just saw. Nothing comes of it. Baker with a great rip from about 23 yards, it appeared. Rings off the post, went upward into the air. Thorne could not gather herself quite enough, but it was to no avail, as it looked like that ball, the second header, the rebound shot, only went a couple of feet yet over the crossbar. We've seen 4 shots so far for Mount Vernon, and Goshen has yet to record their first. Crossed in, Berkey clears that one away. Counterattack maybe brewing, a long pass in the making. She gets it up to Annalise Baer. She's got 3 on her back, trying to get something forward to Haywood. Now Baer trying to get something there as they were trying to get their attacking third, but taken away. Now it's with Annalise Baer. She sends one back to midfield, but Berkey's pass is taken away there by Davis. From Gwynn, the ball goes to the far side with the Cougars, but across, cleared away by Kate Venderley. Ball now back again with Gwynn, it appears. Sent up forward now. Graver sends a back pass to Simpson. Trying to get something forward for Baker, but that ball rolls in, and Natalie Thorne quickly picks that one up, throws one out toward Courtney Wenger, who's playing her left back position this evening. Back now with Charles, getting one up to Berkey. She was fighting a little bit there with Bo Gantz, but the ball now gets into the middle with Janeth Vela. That's taken away, though, by the freshman Gibson. Crosses it in, and Weldy clears one away for Goshen. Couple of heads, gets it over eventually to Simpson. The ball, Bo Gantz now on the near side here, trying to get one into the middle. And the ball sent back now, Baer almost picking that one away. Here's Davis, trying getting one now for Gibson. On the near side now, communication not quite there, so Wengard in possession now with Goshen. 27 minutes remain in this first half. Still no score between the Goshen College Lady Leafs and the Mount Vernon Nazarene Cougars. They come sitting at 7th in the table, do the Lady Cougars, while Goshen sits at the bottom at 9th. Still have yet to record their first win in the Crossroads League. But that's credit to the Crossroads League, given how strong of a team that, and got a team with, like Marion, receiving votes. Spring Arbor 10th in the NAIA. Grace is even ranked 8th in the NAIA. And we also see a team like Mount Vernon Nazarene, playing against great competition, and those standings for you as that ball rolls out on the far side. I'll be bringing you those in just a second. We have a substitution coming in. Coming off is Bo Gantz in favor of Olivia Critchlow. Yeah, the standings, Spring Arbor sitting at the top of the table, 3-0. Marion then behind them, also 3-0. Grace College is 2-0-1 so far in this season, while the University of St. Francis then fourth. Taylor follows them as Berkey trying to get something going. The ball rolling just a little bit over the line and out of play. Indiana Wesleyan sits 1-1-1. They're sixth in the standings. Mount Vernon Nazarene then are 1-2. Their only two losses in the Crossroads League coming from Spring Arbor. That was back on October 3rd. That was a home match. And then they fell in overtime. That was a loss 2-1 to the University of St. Francis back on the 25th of September. Here's Rachel Baker just outside the 18-yard box. She elects to pass one away to Davis. Now Davis looking to get past Crawford here. She tries sending one away, and it may have taken a deflection, so it looks like it will be the second corner of this first half for the Lady Cougars. This will be another great chance now. Mount Vernon Nazarene coming in 3-1 lifetime against Goshen College, and they won their last match exactly 365 days ago. A cross finally gets in after taking a short corner. Natalie Thorne comes and punches one out, now corrals it. And a long throw up forward now for Annalise Baer as a counterattack could be brewing. And now Gina Berkey, she's got 3 goals on the season, and she's got open field. However, the fresh legs of Creechalo there will be sent away. And nothing coming of it. It will be still a throw-in yet for the Lady Leafs as they get it into Vela now. She tries getting something going. And here is Gina Berkey, though that one cleared away out of play as well. A throw-in coming about, I would say about 10 yards in front of that corner flag. On the near side, and now stuck in the corner there was Simpson, but she clears one away. However, that is out of play just in front of Goshen's bench. Looks like Courtney Wenger will be the one throwing this one in to get it back into play. Now we're seeing Goshen on their attacking half as that ball's thrown into Vela, and it's taken away by the Cougars. Gibson is the one taking that one away there, and Rachel Short-Miller is going to give a nice high clearance away there. Now the ball at the midfield with Graver. Here's Tricolo trying to get something now. And Wangard picks that pass off. And there's Rachel Baker. She gets a nice lobbing pass over for Apple. Casey Apple sends one over. There's a shot there from Gibson. That goes over the net out of play. And still no score at the halfway point in this first half. We entered the 23rd minute. Mount Vernon Nazarene out shooting Goshen 5-0. And they already have 2 corners to their name as well. The ball now in the middle of the field now as it gets forward into the attacking half. The ball crossed into the middle. The ball again with Gibson. She sends one out to Tricolo now. Cross was one in. The header. Oh, a diving save there from Thorne. What a great header and a great chance there from Graver, but nothing comes of it. So it will be thrown away. Now in possession with the Lady Cougars just in front of midfield. Simpson now with the ball. Here is Haywood. Strong legs there. She's one of the 5 transfer juniors coming in this season. She's made herself a known presence on this Goshen College ladies team. Ball picked off there from Crawford. And ball one more time picked off then from Simpson of Mount Vernon Nazarene. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to coverage of Mount Vernon Nazarene as they take on the home and your Goshen College women's soccer team. Still no score. 24 minutes into this match. A ball chipped in to the box now. Ball bounces right. Natalie Thorne out of her net. The ball on the goal line being crossed away. And it looks like there is an injury. So it looks like Milena Weldy is down, holding her face. Might have gotten a boot to the forehead, it appears. It's tough to see exactly, but the ref looks to be tending to her. But it did look like a boot might have caught her up high. And she immediately went down. She is up on her feet, walking now. So everything appears to be all right. Clock is stopped at 21:04 without a score so far between the Goshen College women's soccer team and the Mount Vernon Nazarene Lady Cougars. So either way, it will be a free kick now for the Lady Leafs, and it looks like Lena Charles is going to be the one booting one away. Now they're finding exactly where they want to be placing this free kick. It'll be on the left side of the box, and Charles gets a running start now. Sends one up the field, a low line drive, and it's taken now by the Lady Cougars. Ball swung over on the far side. Rachel Short-Miller moving one up forward now. Makes a nice little move there and gets it up successfully to Crawford. However, that ball is taken away from Gibson, but taken away one more time from Crawford. She gets the ball to Annalise Baer now in the midfield. Kate Venderly looking to cross one up forward. And Flout's going to have to come out of the goal now and pick that one up. Still no real chance yet for the Lady Leafs on the offensive part of this evening's match. As that ball from Davis passed forward for Baker. There's a ball forward now for Apple. She's trying to get something forward now. But here is Gibson right at the midfield. Ball now with the Cougars again. A couple nice passes taken down. No foul called. And probably didn't need to be a foul call there. Now moving into the attacking third is the Lady Cougars. They're moving from left to right from the view from the booth and even from the Goshen College benches here. Ball now with Tricolo. She tries getting it over a chip through ball in to the box. Rachel Baker's going to get that ball now. A nice pass there, stopped on the foot, but Kate Venderly is there and clears that one away. A couple of subs looking to come on now for the Lady Leafs, but we'll get to those when they do eventually check in. Ball crossed in now to the box of the Lady Cougars. In the box one more time. Here's a shot. That came from Graver, but it was saved from Natalie Thorne. She's had herself a busy day up to this point. Throws one out. Intended for Short-Miller, but Weld is just going to have to clear that one away and out of play. It'll be a throw-in on the far side in the attacking third for Mount Vernon. Now the ball is just in front of midfield, and they send one up forward. A nice pass there on the far side now. And over the end line, however, Rachel Short-Miller knocked that one away, so it'll be the third corner of this first half. This one coming with 18 remaining on the game clock. Still no score, but this may be the chance that Mount Vernon finds Baker's head maybe and sends one into the back of the net. That's what they're hoping for at least. Let's see what comes of it. Here's the cross. A high lobbing cross intended for Baker there, but Natalie Thorne jumps up and catches that ball in the middle of the net, keeping this game locked at 0-0. That ball now is still with Mount Vernon. They have been in possession for most of this game so far, but still no score to this point. Here's the ball with Baker. She rips a far one. That had to have been saved on that one. A shot from roughly 30-some yards out. A good chance there. Natalie Thorne had to dive and save that one out of play. So that will be the fourth corner yet. And it looks like it will be coming there on the far side. It looks like Reuter's going to be the one taking this. It looks to be about the same thing we just saw. Natalie Thorne picks that one up again. Sent up there from Weldy, trying to get one for Bear. And here's Tricolo now at the midfield, moving forward now. Trying to cross that one in, but Haywood knocks that one away. Here's the ball now on the far side, trying to get across in is Graver. She gets by one defender. Beats two, however, that pass taken away, and in possession now are the Lady Leafs. That is picked away a few times, and Wangard gets possession. Now Vela tries getting one forward. Bear had open field if they got it to her, but Tricolo gets that one away. Here's Gina Berkey now moving this one forward. Getting a through ball there in for Bear. Maybe we see a long shot here, but no, it is taken away for Davis and the Cougars. Now the ball at midfield. Venderly runs by that ball, and her pass intercepted there. Haywood now in possession. She's moving toward the bench at the midfield. Now the ball with Venderly also at the midfield, moving one forward. A long pass up intended for Bear. It gets thrown up in the air, and a little too aggressive there from Bear as both players going up for a header. Looks like she just knocked Simpson down right to the ground. So it will be a foul and a free kick in the defensive third of Mount Vernon Nazarene. If you're just tuning in, still no score between the Mount Vernon Nazarene Cougars and the Goshen College women's soccer team here on 91.1 The Globe. Stay tuned after this game for coverage of the women's volleyball team. They travel to face Grace College, a team that they have already defeated once in the season, looking to make it 2-0 against the season against the Lady Lancers. Three subs coming on: Artie's Woodward, Maria Bischoff, and Asia Green. In favor of Annalise Bear, Courtney Wangert, and Kate Crawford all checking out. And as we get back to the action, a throw-in now will be for Rachel Short-Miller on the far side, getting one into Haywood, who has possession now, and Short-Miller clears one away to the midfield. The ball now in possession. It appears that is Graver, but Vela almost took that one away. Possession still, however, as they switch fields now for Mount Vernon Nazarene. Now on the near side, but still a little in front of midfield now. Here is Tricolo trying to get something forward. She passes that one over to Gibson. Gibson with the ball now with Lydia Simpson. 1 goal, 2 assists to her credit this season. That cross being blocked there from Vela. Another cross being blocked in, or blocked away rather. That was Gina Berkey. Ball now with Davis. She crosses one into the middle outside the 18-yard box, and a foul there. A little bit aggressive there from Maria Bischoff. It will be a free kick in the middle, just outside the 18-yard box, probably about 29, anywhere from 29 to 30 yards outside. It'll be a quick free kick taken, a shot in just outside the net. It will be a goal kick for the Lady Leafs. And Thorne picking up the ball now and setting it in, ready for this goal kick. As we mentioned, Artie Woodward checking on now. She's going to be the lone striker at the top for the Lady Leafs. Fresh legs of Asia Green now on, playing the left back position. The ball now in possession with Olivia Tricolo. Pass in forward at the top of the box, and a shot well high and wide from Heaton. And it will be one more time a goal kick for Goshen College. Ball sent up there from Thorne. Weldy heads one over toward the corner flag on the far side. But it's taken away. In possession is Mount Vernon Nazarene. Janice Haywood clears the one away, and Artie's Woodward now gets her first touch on the ball. She's with possession now. It's taken away, however, by Simpson at the midfield. Now Baker in, but she has the ball taken away. Good effort there from Janice Haywood. The ball now sent back to the right back, Rachel Short-Miller. There's Haywood there. She swings one over to Berkey, trying to switch fields. Coming in strong with that one was Tricolo. The ball will be thrown in now by the Lady Cougars. Here's Graver with the ball. Sent over now to Simpson, and they swing it one more time yet to Davis. She gets a cross in, and it gets by one defender. Another cross in. Maybe it was a mishit of a shot there, but either way, ball rolls out of play on the end line. And two subs checking in now. It will be a throw-in for Goshen College. Maddie Berkey makes her way on, as well as Dusty Diener, appearing in her 11th game this season. Coming out now for the Lady Leafs is Janeth Vela and Rachel Short-Miller. Looks like Diener is going to be the one throwing in, taking over at Short-Miller's position in the right back. And thrown in. Bischoff tried getting one there. And Rachel Baker makes a nice move past one. Gets past two. She's in the box now. A cross in, but no one's there. And Gina Berkey trying to move something forward as she had open field, but her pass is taken away there by Tricolo, and that pass taken away from Goshen College. Now Janice Haywood moves forward now. Gina Berkey now across in the attacking half of Goshen College. That pass just a little bit out of reach there from Artie's Woodward. And the ball now from Hayton gets moved and crossed up forward. Asia Green trying to stop that one there. And Apple now moving forward. And the ball crossed in on the foot of Baker. The shot, great save by Natalie Thorne as that ball was stopped right basically at the penalty spot area. And turned, there was Baker shooting one with the left foot. But right into the hands of Natalie Thorne. She has been all worlds of busy tonight. And the ball now with Maria Bischoff. Her left-footed cross gets by Artie's Woodward and right to Ashley Flout in the back. Flout hasn't seen much action yet so far. They have yet to have a shot on goal, does Goshen. But Flout is a very nice player to have if you are the Lady Cougars, a four-sport athlete in high school. But now Baker, as we get back to the action, is just outside the 18-yard box and sending a through ball that is now with Graver. It appears crossing one in. Ball from Gibson is just a little too high. Pretty difficult shot there that she took. Nothing comes of it. It will be a goal kick now for the Lady Leafs. As we were getting back to Flout, junior goalkeeper, she made 4 starts in her freshman season, and she has started 8 of 9 to this point in this 2015 campaign. Ball just in front of the Mount Vernon dugout. Eventually the ball now with Artie's Woodward, the fresh legs, trying to move something forward. Maddie Berkey now, and there's another through ball there for Woodward. She's trying to get to the ball, gets nice possession of it. Maddie Berkey now, as she had just checked in, got it forward. Now the ball on the near side, cross in from Berkey. Nothing coming of that though. But Berkey now winning possession back. The ball now at midfield with Venderley, but taken away from Baker. And she cleared one away, but she gets it right back. Now she's moving on to approaching her attacking third now. That ball cut out nicely there by Asia Green and crossed And out of play, or rather cleared away, did Kate Venderly. There's nice play there. Maddie Berkey's at the midfield. She's trying to move something into her attacking third. Goshen in possession, trying to get something on net here. Trying to get at least a good look. Cross one in was Maria Bischoff. That, however, is cut out there by the Lady Cougars and being sent away now. But winning back over possession is the Lady Leafs. Kate Venderly in front of midfield, getting a ball over to Gina Berkey. In the middle now, but taken away there by Heaton. Still no score, and only 6.5 minutes remain in this first half between the Goshen College Lady Leafs and the Mount Vernon Nazarene Cougars. Here's the ball with Gibson. She takes a long shot, and it doesn't look like Thorne had much trouble with that. A shot on net nonetheless. Already their 10th shot of this first half from Mount Vernon Nazarene. Ball moving around a little bit, eventually gets to the midfield with Graver. Ball now with Tricolo. Here is Davis at midfield, moving it up now and sent away there, out of play, into the dugout of Mount Vernon Nazarene. So it will be a throw-in just in front of their bench, and Gina Berkey checks out. Lana Smucker checks in. And Asia Green almost took that one out of play, but there's possession now with Goshen College. And across from the midfield, moving forward now is Gibson for Mount Vernon Nazarene. They're trying to get one into the box, but cleared away there from Weldy. 5 minutes remain in this first half. Scott Gloden will be very pleased if his team can go into halftime tied at 0-0. Lana Smucker with the ball now in the corner on the near side in the defensive half of Goshen. She elects just to tap that one out of play. Here is Graver crossing one in. Natalie Thorne comes way out of her net and catches that ball out of the air. And she elects to roll one out. Ball now sent all the way back for Ashley Flout now. And Mount Vernon Nazarene in possession of the ball. They get it all the way over on the far side now. That is with Reuter. And a couple of passes that get cut out there, and Dusty Diener now is in possession on the far side. Now in the midfield, Maddie Berkey sends one now. A nice through ball there for Haywood. Another ball in the box now as advantage is played on, the ref says. Lana Smucker in the 18-yard box, being defended there nicely by Davis. Crossing one in the middle was Green, but that was cut out there nicely by Gibson. Berkey, nice to win possession back there, and Venderly gets her pass cut out from Simpson. And now moving forward, and a long pass there, and Weldy tried clearing that one away, and she did now there. And here's Lena Charles. She got one up now to Janice Haywood at the midfield. Now moving forward on the near side here. Cut out nicely there by Olivia Tricolo. Ball crossed up out of play. 3 minutes remain, still no score. This is 91.1 The Globe. My name is Brad Stoltzfus. We're bringing you coverage of the women's soccer match here at the Goshen College Soccer Complex. As I mentioned, still no score despite 10 shots from Mount Vernon Nazarene. No score. Artie Woodward now with the ball at the midfield, but taken away, and Lydia Simpson now in possession. Sends one, nice through ball there. Rachel Baker, she might have a chance, but nicely cut out there by Kate Venderly, clearing that one away. out of play. It will be a throw-in. In the attacking third now is Mount Vernon Nazarene. Looks like a low shot coming in, but it was cut out there by Lena Charles. And that ball from Maddie Berkey now is at the midfield. Now sent back with Maria Bischoff taken away. Mount Vernon Nazarene moving forward in their attacking third. Nicely cut out again by Kate Venderly. This is Lydia Simpson. She crosses one from the middle all the way over. Looks like it may be rolling just out of play. Ruder could not quite get to that one. So out of play, 140 remains. No score. Throw in now. Dusty Diener's going to send one back, and Weldy's going to send one up in their defensive half of Goshen College. Ball headed a few times and eventually rolls out of play. Mount Vernon Nazarene's going to have this throw. Stopped on the foot there was Gibson. She's going to take a shot about 27 yards out. The shot, a diving save through the hands, but out of play. So crisis averted there for Goshen College. It will, however, be the fifth corner already of this first half, and only 50 seconds remain. And on the near side now, looks like Graver's going to send this one in. A high cross looking for the far post. Nobody there. And they're going to try their second chance now. And Baker just tried to flick one over her head into the net, but it could not quite get there as Thorne was there picking that one up. And nothing coming of that corner either. Sends one up now. Haywood for Goshen in possession. Ball now with Lydia Simpson in the middle. Sends one back for Tricolo. Getting one forward now again is Simpson. Over the head of Asia Green, but Lena Charles is there to clear one away with her left foot. And that wraps up this first half. No score, but possession largely in favor of Mount Vernon Nazarene, but no score to show of it. We're going to bring you stats, analysis, anything you need to know about this first half we bring to you. Coming up after this quick 2-minute break. Still no score between Mount Vernon Nazarene and Goshen College Lady Leafs. We will be returning back to the action in about 15 minutes' time. This is 91.1 The Globe, your home for Goshen College athletics.
Have you been searching for a church family that will accept you for who you are and not force you into a theological box? At Goshen City Church of the Brethren, we value diversity and believe each individual experience with God and an understanding of that relationship is both valid and genuine. We are an open and affirming congregation committed to a peace witness and an active engagement in both the local and global communities. In our church life, we can offer you an opportunity to share your gifts as a contribution to our worship experience, or simply connect with us to be welcomed and included in a community of friendliness and caring. We are located on the corner of 5th and Clinton Streets with worship services beginning at 9:30 each Sunday. Goshen City Church of the Brethren, we look forward to having you join us.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent, 1 in 260,000. The odds of him having 15 career NASCAR victories, 1 in 1.7 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 88. I'm Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
This is the sound of salmonella gyrating on your undercooked chicken. And it looks like Mom might be taking it out a little early. Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. So use a thermometer to cook each type of meat to the right temperature. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council.
We're back here on 91.1 The Globe. We bring you Goshen College women's soccer action as they face Mount Vernon Nazarene Lady Cougars. Goshen College is in this home match this evening, and 4 of the remaining 6 games will be here at the Goshen College Soccer Complex. However, this match largely in possession so far of Mount Vernon Nazarene. 10 shots in this first half, with 4 of them being on net, and Natalie Thorne has had to be busy so far this evening. Having herself a strong game, and without her play so far in this first half, this game without a doubt would not be 0-0, but it is at halftime. My name is Brad Stoltzfus, and I bring you coverage of this women's soccer game as the Goshen College Lady Leafs take on 20th ranked Mount Vernon Nazarene, who come into this game with an 8-4 record, 1-2 in the Crossroads League, and despite their ranking in the national poll, they sit 7th in the Crossroads League table at 1-2. A few tough losses, one coming against 10th ranked Spring Arbor, as they had a goal there from Spring Arbor from Corey Good in the 26th minute, and after that, with the rainy, wet conditions, mid-50s temperatures, really couldn't get anything going. It's similar to what we saw in the men's game as they faced Taylor just a couple of nights ago. Isaac Huerta finishing the game with a goal there in overtime. Very similar conditions in that game, but beautiful day, and probably not a better day you could ask for a match between, or rather for some Crossroads League action. But as we look a little bit, we see Rachel Baker trying to get something going. She's had herself 5 shots so far in this first half, from anywhere from 30 yards out to only about 3 yards out. And again, Natalie Thorns really having to stand on her head for a couple of these saves, diving left and right. And Goshen College, without a doubt, getting lucky on a few of those shots that only went mere whiskers above the crossbar. So now it is the Lady Leafs and the Lady Cougars sitting at 0-0 so far in this match. As we look at the table for the Women's Soccer Crossroads League, Spring Arbor, 10th ranked in the nation. They sit at the top of the table with a 3-0 record. We also see the Marion University Lady Knights at 3-0. Grace College, followed by St. Francis, the only other team besides Spring Arbor to beat Mount Vernon Nazarene thus far this season. That came back on September 25th in a 2-1 loss for the Cougars, that coming in overtime. However, before that stretch, September 8th to the September 22nd, Mount Vernon Nazarene outscoring their opponents 21-1. 4 games so far have they scored 6 goals, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case tonight, because we're seeing strong defense from the Goshen College Lady Leafs. Very strong. We're even seeing Kate Venderly playing almost as a 5th defensive back, it seems, but she's playing in her defensive midfield position, as we generally see. Lena Charles, of course, alongside Melena Weldy in the back, talking about the core 4, the strong defense of this Lady Leaf squad. And it's only a matter of time until they get something going on the offensive end. But not much coming of it. Did want to mention that Melanie Drinkwater is not in this game today. Someone that has had 6 goals on the season, having a great season, going down with a torn ACL, done for the season, and what a big loss for a team that is lacking to score goals. Already 6 goals on the season, and led the team with 4 goals despite her injury back in 2014. And such a tough loss, again, going down with an ACL. She went down with a leg injury last year, and just unfortunate from this team. They also lose Courtney Featherstone with a rib injury. Still no timetable for her return. And of course, Juliana De Silva out for the season. She has yet to play a game this season, and that's unfortunate as well. A player there, a strong midfield, and just a shame. She led the team last season, 34 shots. So not only was she a creator of many sorts in the midfield and even in the attacking part, just unfortunately nothing going there. Claire Frederick, another player we ought to mention for the Goshen College Lady Leafs, out for the season. She only got to play in one match this season, but a recurring injury is causing her to shut down for the rest of the season. And we're seeing strong defense from this Goshen College Lady Leafs team that hasn't won since September 12th. We saw them struggle a little bit last year as well. They had lost 10 in a row, last season. And that was not pleasant to see as well. They were outscored 32-2 in that span from September 16th to the 18th. But this is an intriguing team. This is a team that Scott Gloden has taken under his wing and has really tried to really just change the way that the Goshen community looks at this Goshen College women's soccer team. A team that started with a 4-4 record has dropped their last 6, and they're just trying to get something going in this season. And in the Crossroads League, it is a difficult league to play, and there's no doubt about that. With 3 ranked teams and a team that's also receiving votes, unfortunately for them. But we also saw back on October 3rd, the Lady Leafs fell on the road to Taylor University, losing 1-0 in double overtime despite 108 shutout minutes by Natalie Thorne in that match. And it was Melanie Drinkwater who had that injury occur in their 2 matches ago against Spring Arbor, when 2 legs kind of just both in kicking motion went for the ball, and well, the rest unfortunately is history is what it is. But a team in the Lady Leafs that has turned around so much from last season. You can look at their 4-8 record and say that they're struggling, see that they're 0-3 in the Crossroads League, but 5 of their 8 losses have only come by 1 goal. This is a team that competes. This is a team that is, in some sense, having a strong season if you compare it to some of the last handful of seasons. And Scott Gloden knows what he's doing. He's really trying to motivate this team and give them a chance, and that's exactly what the Lady Leafs deserve. As we turn it over back to Mount Vernon Nazarene, they sit 8-4 up to this point in the season overall. They're 1-2 in the Crossroads League under 7th-year head coach Daniel Seifert. Right now, it is 0-0 at halftime. My name is Brad Stoltzfus, and we've got about 4 minutes until we resume action at the Goshen College Soccer Complex. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to bring you second half action here on 91.1 The Globe.
Why would someone with a successful career in a big city move to Goshen, Indiana and stay? Why are teachers going above and beyond their means to teach students skills like gardening or computer coding? Why does our downtown have one of the best selections of authentic international cuisine in the Midwest? Find out for yourself at goodofgoshen.com. The Good of Goshen tells stories about people who reflect Goshen's generous character and how they're helping Goshen thrive. Learn more at goodofgoshen.com.
This
Saturday, October 10th, the Ignition Music Garage hosts country singer-songwriter Lindy Ortega and special guest Smoothhound Smith beginning at 7:30. This will be Ortega's last stop in the Midwest until continuing her tour on the East Coast. Held at 120 East Washington Street in Goshen, ticket information is available online at ignitionmusic.net or by phone at 574-971-8282. Lindy Ortega at the Ignition Music Garage this Saturday, October 10th at 7:30.
The Goshen College women's soccer program is back in action this Wednesday evening as they host Mount Vernon Nazarene University Cougars from the Goshen College Soccer Complex. The team suffered a rough 1-0 defeat over the weekend in double overtime down at Taylor University and look to bounce back against a tough Cougar opponent. Once again, Goshen College women's soccer takes on Mount Vernon Nazarene from the Goshen College Soccer Complex. Kickoff set for 5 p.m. Coverage here at 4:45 on 91.1 The Globe, your Goshen College Sports Authority.
Programming on 91.1 The Globe is brought to you in part by Ignition Music Garage, a local independent record store and concert venue located at 120 East Washington Street in Goshen. Ignition Music Garage features new releases on compact disc and vinyl. Ignition also carries a selection of used vinyl and CDs. Open Monday through Saturday 10 to 8. Their phone number is 574-971-8282. Ignition Music Garage in Goshen and online at ignitionmusic.net.
This is 91.1 The Globe, your station for Goshen College athletics, and that's what we bring to you here this evening. 5 o'clock start of this women's soccer matchup for the Crossroads League between Goshen College Lady Leafs and the 20th ranked Mount Vernon Nazarene Lady Cougars. My name is Brad Stoltzfus, bringing you the entire action of this game here. 191.1 FM. No score up to this point in halftime, but possession has been largely in favor of Mount Vernon Nazarene, as we were seeing Rachel Baker have herself a handful of shots. And you can talk about this Lady Leafs team being just a little bit not getting their offensive chances so far, but this is a team that has really shown up in the second half of matches. 18 goals to this point in the season, 12 of those coming in the second half. So, of course, looking forward to this second half. Gotta expect Mount Vernon Nazarene to have even more of a knack, or even more of a will to want to score this first goal, almost to get it over with, it seems, with the type of players that they bring to the table. Only 2 players come from out of state. They are located in Ohio. Only 2 players coming out of state for Mount Vernon Nazarene. Excuse me, and a team now that we're seeing enter the field, and it looks like all the starters for Goshen College that started in the first half remain the same, and the same goes for Mount Vernon Nazarene. Teams switch sides now as the Lady Leafs, wearing their white jerseys, move left to right, and Mount Vernon's moving right to left. The ball with Baker now as we resume action. Crosses one in, ball taken away. Annalise Bayer is now in possession, but there is Lydia Simpson taking that one away. The lights have come on, but they probably aren't going to need to come much into play, probably until the last couple of minutes of this match. Here's the ball with Lena Charles in the defensive third. Clearing one away there was Milena Welly. There's Kate Venderly in the middle now, sending one over to Heston College transfer Rachel Short-Miller. She's moving one forward now, just in front of midfield. And Kate Venderly keeping possession very well as she's moving one forward now with Janet Vela, but that's taken away there by Gwynn for the Lady Cougars. Sent up now and stopped on a dime was Graver. The ball all the way over now with Bo Gantz. There's Gina Berkey taking possession away from her. However, it crosses over the out-of-bounds line on the far side, so it'll be a quick throw-in for the Lady Cougars. And that throw came into Heaton now with Bo Gantz as she tried crossing one into the midfield circle. Annalise Bear gets the pass over just on midfield. Kate Crawford now in possession. Gets one back now with Milena Weldy. She clears one up. Janeth Vela trying to get that ball, but shoved aside was Reuter. There's Baker. She was at the midfield, but taken away there. Courtney Wenger, the left back for this evening's match. Here's Lena Charles. She moves one forward, headed away now. Annalise Bear passes one back to Charles there. In the defensive third of Goshen College. But now open space now for Rachel Short-Miller. She's moving one now up to midfield. Sends one back now over to Venderly, playing a little 1-2 now is her and Short-Miller. Getting one up to Crawford. Vela tries passing one over into the attacking half of Goshen now. And here is Charles as that ball got cleared away. And Berkey now with the ball on the far side. And here is Gina Berkey with 3 goals thus far this season, coming in to her senior season, having only 4 in her career. And now she's already got 3 to this season. She's been a large part of this team, playing a bigger role than needed before. She's one of the anchors of this midfield. Now Gibson moving forward into the attacking third of Mount Vernon, but taken away. It will be a goal kick now as that rolled over the goal line. Natalie Thorne will be setting that one in the corner of the 6. Still no score, and 3 minutes have gone by. And Charles will be the one taking this goal kick over to the side now. Gina Berkey passes it over to Bear, who tried getting a long pass in. That one now hustled down there. Could not quite get it, was Crawford. Now the ball with Rachel Baker. She had a hat trick 1 year ago today when these two teams faced. They were at home, however. Cross in, takes one bounce, and Natalie Thorne picks that one up for Goshen College. Here's ball in possession now with Courtney Wingard on the far side now. Here's Lena Charles on the far side one more time, looking to get something going. Baker trying to shove her off the ball. And a foul on Baker, it appears. It seemed like Charles was just trying to slide that ball to get a nice pass up forward, but Baker being called for the foul, and Charles sets the ball down. And sent up now over midfield. Possession now at midfield on the far side with Courtney Wangard. The ball stays in play as it rolled just on the line, stayed in play, and so the ball now in possession with the Lady Cougars of Mount Vernon Nazarene. Getting forward again now, that ball was Gwynn as she tried getting it over now to Reuter. At the midfield, Lydia Simpson, the leader of this Lady Cougar squad. Cross coming in now, here's a chance for Graver. She's just outside the 18-yard box. Courtney Wangard comes in from behind on Baker, however allowing the first corner of the second half to come for the Lady Cougars. And going all the way over, it looks like Heaton will be the one taking this cross. Excuse me, another good chance here for Mount Vernon Nazarene. And every player in the box now for the Lady Leafs. And a headed ball coming in, and Rachel Baker tried chipping one over her head. Thorne got knocked down, it looked like. And great hustle there by Rachel Short-Miller. Looks like she's holding her hip, it appears, as she was laid to the ground there. And she then comes all the way back in front of the Goshen bench to clear that one away. The ball that was bouncing around a little bit now is with Janeth Vela trying to get a counterattack going for Goshen, but nothing of it. Cross from the midfield, a few bounces means Natalie Thorne's going to need to come out of her net to pick that one up, and a couple of collisions between not only Charles and Baker there, but Charles and Thorne, two teammates eventually diving for it. Was Thorne to pick it up, and now back into play. Now Courtney Wangard had that ball tapped out of play. A throw in for Mount Vernon Nazarene. Now in the attacking half is Reuter there. She tried crossing that one in for the Mount Vernon Nazarene. It will be out of play. Another corner coming for the Cougars. A short corner. Looks like it's being taken now. The ball is with Heaton crossing one in, looking for the far post there. But Thorne has no trouble as that ball got headed away over the goal line for a goal kick. Still no score. 8 minutes have gone by in this second half. Still not much really going for Goshen. No chances. No shots on goal. No nothing. This has been all Mount Vernon Nazarene to this point in this match. Sent up now was Charles from the goal kick and headed over from Baker. Now the ball with Gibson. Gibson now the ball with Bogant. She crosses one in, intended for Graver there, but cleared away. But the ball stays in play on the far side. Looks like it was rolling out, but good hustle defense, or offense rather, I guess. But Janeth Vela now with possession. Held the ball a little too long there, and now it is with Simpson. Simpson tries getting one over. Now Crawford has some open space for Goshen College to work with. She gets one forward to Janice Haywood. And she sends one back to Milena Weldy, who stops it on the foot. No pressure from the Lady Cougars there. And that ball swung over now with Charles. She's trying to get something forward now. And she gets a nice pass over to the midfield on the far side now. Courtney Wangard sends it back again once more to Landa Charles. The ball with Berkey, now with Venderly. Sends one once more to Weldy, now approaching midfield. Gets it across midfield, now on the near side with Rachel Short-Miller. She tries getting it forward now. And she's trying to beat a defender to the ball. And Casey Apple with good possession and good hustle defense there. Throws one in now for Goshen. Kate Crawford in possession in their attacking half. Annalise Baird tries to get it back again for Crawford. She elected to get that one by her and try and turn up field with it, but it rolled out of play. Rachel Short-Miller, a through ball. Excuse me, they're saying a throw-in now. And Rachel Short-Miller throws one in and takes the deflection out of play off of Crawford's hip there, and it will be a throw-in ball in possession now with the Lady Cougars. Nice lobbing pass over a couple defenders there from Gibson to Graver, but Baer wins that one now for the Lady Leafs. It's Rachel Baker now with possession. Venderly right on her back, not letting her get anything through here. So they're going to elect to send one all the way back. As they switch fields now, it's on the far side, right in front of midfield also. And sent all the way up. Davis just trying to get something going there. And kept in play at first, but now out of play. The line judge got there in time to say, nope, that went over the line for a goal kick. Artie Woodward checking in now for Janice Haywood. It will be a goal kick now for the Lady Leafs. Be Charles sending one, a low line drive Now, in the midfield, trying to get something going is Simpson. She gets a nice through ball to Baker. Baker on the right side, taking a shot, but it's rolling up the goal line now, eventually out of play as that one went wide. The first shot for either team in this second half. So Baker received that ball, entered the 18-yard box on the right side with her right foot facing the outside part, and she tried getting a shot in, but no trouble there for Thorne. As we get back to the action, Gwynn now had possession, but she gave it over to Davis, who then sent one up to Heaton. A long pass there for Heaton. Looks like Thorne was getting ready to come out of her net. Had that ball gotten by that last defender, that would have been interesting to see, but nevertheless, the ball is with Simpson now. And Woodward right on her back. Excuse me, now the ball on the far side with Mount Vernon Nazarene still keeping a lot of possession in this game so far. Here's a cross. Looked like they were trying to get the head of Apple there. And a long shot coming, but is picked up pretty easily there by Thorne, as that shot there came from Apple. Looked like Heaton, rather, was the one that took that shot. And it was a rolling ball that now the ball is with Crawford. Rolling ball. I guess that didn't really trouble Natalie Thorne all too much. Possession now with Rachel Shorten-Miller on the near side in front of the Lady Cougars bench here. Still no score as we're getting to 13 minutes gone by in this second half. Possession with Lydia Simpson. Here's the ball with Apple now. They tried getting it forward, and it looks like it went over the end line there. Baker could not quite keep it in play for the Lady Cougars. So it will be, in fact, a throw-in on the near side. A few yards to the left, to my left, that is, of the Goshen College bench. Two subs checking in now. The players coming off were Courtney Wangard and Annalise Baer. And Artie's Woodward checks in now. Or rather, Asia Green checks in now, as well as Maria Bischoff. Throw in right at midfield was in favor now of the team in navy blue, the 20th ranked Mount Vernon Nazarene Cougars. That ball coming in, and Natalie Thorne picks that one up pretty easily. If you're just tuning in, my name is Brad Stoltzfus. You're listening to 91.1 The Globe. No score between these two teams. And that's a testament to the strong defense that Goshen College has been playing up to this point. We're seeing them play a very strong and very strong team in the Lady Cougars. A team that has, in one 5-game span, had outscored their opponents 21-1. 3 of those games winning by a score of 6-0. Crossing one in and headed by Rachel Baker, but taken pretty easily by Natalie Thorne. It's the first shot on net that we have seen for the Lady Cougars in this second half. Maria Bischoff now just trying to clear one away. She does so, and Berkey trying yet again after it. Ball in possession now. This is Reuter here. She's got Crawford on in front of her. She gets it over. Now a ball is with Short-Miller now. Here's a long shot coming in, and Natalie Thorne has no trouble catching that one out of the air. But we're seeing chances on chances on chances for this Lady Cougar team. Ball now just at the midfield, and it will be a throw-in for Goshen College coming after these two subs. Maddie Berkey checking in. Checking out is Kate Crawford and Rachel Short-Miller also checking in. It appears to be Dusty Diener. Also coming in for Mount Vernon was number 20, Faith Orachio. She was then checking in for Morgan Gibson. And Maddie Berkey now in possession of the ball, newly checked in. Fresh legs from Berkey. She tries getting one forward. Does Venderley in the box now. A shot from Woodward. Looked like it might have taken a deflection wide. However, the ref says not today. So the first shot of the game for Goshen comes at the 27:40 mark remaining in this second half. Artie Woodward had that ball just go outside the net by about 4 yards, but a closer chance and a good shot. She had a defender on her back, yet may have been shoved a little bit as she was going for that shot. And that was all thanks to a great ball there by Kate Venderley. Dusty Diener now on the near side, now trying to get one forward again. Maddie Berkey in possession just outside the 18-yard box. There's a nice cross in, and not much came of it, though a nice opportunity there for Goshen as Gina Berkey sent that one in from about 40 yards out. Tried getting one in for Maddie Berkey. No relation between those two, as I'm sure, well, we'll get back to that in a second, as something may be coming here for Mount Vernon Nazarene. A cross coming in, but headed away rather nicely there from Venderley. A cross coming in from Bo Gantz, actually is a pass that was pretty short but cleared away by Charles. Ball now with Heaton of the Lady Cougars. Excuse me now. That ball being wrestled around a little bit on the far side. It will be a throw-in the attacking third. Just outside the attacking third, rather. Here's newly checked in Faith Orchia. And that one is cleared away eventually there by Gina Berkey. As we were mentioning, Maddie Berkey, Gina Berkey. No relation there. Last name is spelled a little differently, but it was previously known as Gina Gauchi last year. Eventually was engaged over the summer. Ball now, Maria Bischoff trying to get something forward. A 3-on-3 is brewing here for Goshen. Janeth Vela trying to get in possession now. It's Maria Bischoff again. She's looking to maybe get a cross in here. She's got one to beat to get that cross in. She elects to send it back to Asia Green. Takes a couple of spins. Moving forward was Janeth Vela, or at least she was trying to, but that ball eventually got cleared away. The ball now with Asia Green. She's getting ready to throw one in, but first we'll have a sub. Starter for this evening's match, Janice Haywood, coming on in favor of Gina Berkey. If you're just tuning in to 91.1 The Globe, my name is Brad Saltzfus, bringing you coverage tonight of this match between the Goshen College Lady Leafs and the Mount Vernon Nazarene Cougar in some women's soccer action. 24-34 remains in this second half. No score between the two. Punted downfield was Ashley Flout. As she tries moving one forward. Here is Lydia Simpson, biology major at Mount Vernon Nazarene, playing in her 72nd career game this evening. She's wearing the captain's armband for this evening's match as well. This game coming to you at a start time of 5 o'clock due to the women's volleyball team having a match at Grace College. That starts immediately after this match. Here on 91.1 The Globe, Dalton Shetler and Spencer Buttermore bring you the coverage of that match. Nice couple moves there from Haywood, trying to win possession back for Goshen. Here's Vela in the middle, and she loses the ball. And sent back now, Lena Charles. Here's Asia Green, all the way on the far side, getting it out of the corner there for Charles. But too many Cougars are there. A shot coming from just outside the corner of the 18-yard box. And Natalie Thorne, no trouble with that. Already 15 shots for Mount Vernon Nazarene, out shooting their opponents 15-1 this evening. The ball rolls out of play. It will be a throw-in for Mount Vernon. And here is Orchio. But now Artie's Woodward with the ball. Being bounced around just a little bit at midfield, but now possession now with Janice Haywood. She tries moving forward, getting something going now. Kate Venderly getting a cross that was eventually deflected by Graver. And now the ball lies on the feet of Heaton. Here's the ball now with Bischoff. Clears one up for Goshen. Here's Woodward as she got it back now to Bischoff. And there's a nice ball in. Maddie Berkey trying to chase that one down for Goshen, but picked up there by Ashley Flout for the Lady Cougars. Looks like Olivia Tricolo looking to check in at this next stoppage of play for the Lady Cougars. Here's the ball on the far side now, and Goshen is in possession in their defensive half. They send it all the way back to the back four of Lena Charles. Getting it over now, Dusty Diener most recently had checked in. Tries getting a long pass forward. Maddie Berkey running toward that ball, looking to get it from her defender, who rolls one out of play. It will be a throw-in on the far side now. Two subs coming in. Malia Watkins checking in for Maddie Berkey, and Annalise Baer now as they get this ball in the attacking third as she checks out for Artie's Woodward. Coming in now, as we mentioned, was Tricolo for number 22, Bethany Bogantz. Lena Weldy trying getting one forward now. Just outside the 18 was Vela. A high lobbing cross in now. And Bear tried getting one in, but a few bounces eventually. The ball got to Ashley Flout. Now it will be a free kick just outside the 6-yard box and taken by Mount Vernon Nazarene. Asia Green wins possession of that ball as she moves one forward now for Maria Bischoff. Still no score between these two teams, and these players go down hard. It looked like Tricolo goes down as her and Maria Bischoff for Goshen collided, but it'll be a free kick, a foul on Bischoff. 25 minutes have gone by in the second half, and so we enter the 72nd minute with Mount Vernon Nazarene setting that ball down and getting one into their attacking third and sending one back still in possession, but cross there from Reuter, tried getting one, but Malia Watkins blocked it, and the fresh legs of Watkins trying to get by her defender, and now reaching now out for the outside part on the near side from the defensive third of Mount Vernon Nazarene. Eventually gets cleared to the middle of the field, and Asia Green's going to get one forward as she passes that ball up now, but it is taken away. Possession moving forward now with Simpson. Simpson's pass cut off there from Rachel Baker. The leading scorer for this Lady Cougars team. 8 goals on the season. She led the team last season with 20. And a through ball there for Haywood, just out of the reach of Annalise Bear and out of play. They resume back to the action. Tricolo now tries getting it forward, but Lena Charles is the one that gets that one away. Looks like 3 starters looking to check in for Goshen at this next stoppage of play, and it looks like they will be checking in now. Those 3 players are Kate Crawford, Courtney Wengard, and Rachel Short-Miller in favor of Dusty Diener, Asia Green, and Maria Bischoff. Also checking in back into the game is number 3, the starter, and the freshman midfielder Morgan Gibson from Mount Vernon. And checking off, seeing her first time on the bench is the freshman midfielder from Xena, Ohio, Rachel Graver. Excuse me there. As that ball is thrown in now and in possession with Mount Vernon Nazarene on the far side. Again, Mount Vernon Nazarene moves right to left, while Goshen College moves left to right in this match. And our view from the booth here, my name is Brad Stoltzfus. You're listening to 91.1 The Globe. If you're just tuning in, no score between these 2 squads for the Goshen College women's soccer team as they take on and host Mount Vernon Nazarene Cougars for this evening's match. And it is official. The men's soccer team has won by a score of 1-0. The lone goal coming in the 42nd minute, if I'm not mistaken, by Isaac Huerta. He has scored the last 4 goals for the Goshen College men's team. What a year he is having. He was named Crossroads League Player of the Week, Offensive Player of the Week in just the last couple of days for his his 3 goals, but his 2 game-winning goals that came in 2 separate overtime games. Here's Annalise Bear just outside the 18-yard box. Nothing comes of that as the ball gets moved forward now, but possession won back by Goshen as Janice Haywood now is in the middle. And Rachel Short-Miller, who has just checked back in, passes one forward to Malia Watkins on the near side, just in front of the scorers table here. Ball now with Janet Vela. She gets one over to Janice Haywood there. Looking upfield is Rachel Short-Miller. She gets one to Janet Vela there. And winning possession of that ball aggressively was Gwen. And coming up from the back a little was Short-Miller there, trying to win that away from Orchio, but nothing of it. Here's the ball with Courtney Wengard now. She's trying to get something forward, and her pass there for Kate Crawford, but is eventually cleared away by the back line of Mount Vernon Nazarene, specifically Davis. Here's the ball with Kate Crawford now, trying to get a pass intended for Annalise Bear there. Unsuccessful. Still no score. 15 minutes remain in the second half. Rachel Baker moves forward now. This could be dangerous. She is entering her box, looking for a cross, maybe a shot here, and Charles tried getting one there. A cross for the far post, but no one was there, so that ball rolls all the way toward the sideline, but kept in play. The ball now with Orchio, and here's the ball now. Could be a chance, and great defense, a sliding tackle there from Short-Miller prevented a good shot from coming off the foot of Lydia Simpson, who was looking to put her second of the season into the back of the net. But that's just what we've been talking about all evening, is the back four is such a strong back four of this Goshen squad. Rachel Short-Miller in her right back position. We see Milena Weldy yet in the middle alongside Lana Charles. And on the left back, Courtney Wengard. We even see, Kate Venderly having such a strong season. I mean, the stat line won't show it because she's not the one that puts the balls in the back of the net or anything along those lines. She's only got one assist thus far this season, but she's been such a strong presence in the midfield and in such a defensive-minded player she is, and just a strong performer, and that always gives her most valiant effort. And she is clearing that one away as we speak, coming from a low cross intended for Simpson. The ball is with Tricolo now on the right side in midfield, but that ball just rolls in pretty easily to Natalie Thorne as she throws one now to Courtney Wangard. We enter the 78th minute, and it will be Lena Charles clearing one away. And Janice Haywood now. And Shorten Miller on the near side now, up into the midfield with Venderly, sending a long pass forward. Really testing the heads, I guess, is Goshen. Now the ball is with Kate Venderly in the middle now. Possession with Goshen as that ball is they tried to get that ball to the midfield now. It looks like a foul on Janet Vela there, which means it will be a free kick for Mount Vernon Nazarene, about 20 yards behind midfield. And as they move right to left, does Mount Vernon, they also will switch possession, or switch fields rather. Number 15, Reuter there, tries getting one in, and the shot from Baker might have been a little bit too hard on the cross rather, or a lob pass. But they're actually saying it was a deflection, so that will that explains a bit more as to why that ball was not on line really near anything. So now it will be a corner kick on the near side. Coming in from Mount Vernon, a low cross. Eventually gets cleared away by Milena Weldy. Good defense by her. And now it will cause a throw-in. Being taken down. Good positioning there from Haywood to really make something happen and get the call in her favor. It will be a free kick. And it looks like 3 subs are going to be checking in, but they're not calling for those subs yet to come in. So it will be Lena Charles taking a free kick from the corner of their own defensive third. 11 minutes remain in this second half. Still no score between these two teams. And Malia Watkins sends one over. And Kate Crawford now at the midfield will not get a, okay, it looked pretty much like that ball was directly kicked out for Mount Vernon Nazarene, while the line judge said that it would be a throw-in for Mount Vernon. It will actually be a throw-in for Goshen College. But first, 3 players checking off for Goshen College: Annalise Baer, Malia Watkins, and Janet Vela. And checking into the match, Lana Smucker, as well as Arties Woodward and Gina Berkey, making their way back onto the field. A free kick's going to come about 15 yards in front of midfield with 10 minutes remaining in this second half. With all these players forward now for Goshen, awaiting this free kick. This could be an opportunity that they need to surprise this Crossroads League by taking one from this 20th ranked Mount Vernon Nazarene team. But as that got crossed in, it was cleared away pretty easily there from Mount Vernon, and Rachel Baker now is going to send one out wide to Tricolo. Possession taken away by Gina Berkey there, going down after contact from Wingard, but nothing coming of it. So here is possession now with Mount Vernon Nazarene. Players kind of just standing around now. Maybe some tired legs for both squads, but there's still some game left to be played. 9 minutes exactly remain in the second half, and Kate Crawford wins possession from her opponent. But the ball's taken right back from Mount Vernon Nazarene, trying to move forward, and a cross coming into the box Rachel Baker had that, and the shot came there from Gibson, but just wide of the net, out of play. No harm really there. And that was their first shot in 10 minutes was Mount Vernon Nazarene's. Checking off there was Tricolo. And checking back into the game for Mount Vernon Nazarene was Rachel Graver. Looked like a bit of a shove in the back there, and so Short Miller wins herself and Goshen a free kick, and it looks like Lena Charles is going to be the one taking this kick 20 yards behind midfield. So she's going to look to boot one up forward as players for Goshen are still moving up the field, and she crosses one. It looks like that's going to be intended for Artie's Woodward, but could not get it. There's Venderley now at the midfield. A couple of volleys. Now it lies right onto the foot of Reuter for Mount Vernon Nazarene, who clears one away and headed there nicely from Short Miller to the midfield for Venderley. The ball that was intended to get into the region of the attacking third eventually gets cleared away from Mount Vernon Nazarene. And it'll be a throw-in for Wangard. The ball now taken back with Mount Vernon Nazarene, but possession won back from Goshen. And Mount Vernon Nazarene now in their defensive third as they are moving and trying to get the ball across here. Sent up the field. Casey Apple trying to make a run for it, and Lena Charles takes it away. Out of play will be a throw-in that they're trying to take quickly. The ball now with Bo Gantz. And she's still in possession. She's sending one back. Now the ball with Lydia Simpson, rather. Headed away. And crossed in. Natalie Thorne, however, catches that ball out of the air and gets a quick throw over to the near sideline for Short Miller. The ball now on the foot for Morgan Gibson. She gets it forward now for Rachel Baker. Gibson gets looks like it might have been a shot or trying to get a cross in for Heaton. Regardless, it's headed away by Venderley, who's in the back. Here's Rachel Baker, takes a shot. Oh, inches above the crossbar. Another great chance there. But over the crossbar was that shot from Baker, who's real thirsty for the back of the net there. Lana Smucker checks out of the game. Courtney Wangard does the same. Dusty Diener checks in, as well as Asia Green. Lena Charles boots this goal kick down now. It looks like it'll be a throw-in for Mount Vernon Nazarene in front of the Goshen bench. And it will be the freshman Gibson looking to take that one. Here's the ball now with Reuter. And taken down very nicely there by Asia Green. And now the ball with Woodward on the near sideline there. Moving forward, open space now with Gina Berkey. She's being shoved off the ball a little bit, but possession won for Mount Vernon Nazarene with under 5 minutes to go. Kate Venderley moving forward now. She tried getting one away. And Rachel Baker now for Mount Vernon Nazarene. Here's a ball from Simpson. Morgan Gibson moving forward. Slide, cross, and out of play now. A good clearance there from Lena Charles. A quick throw and taken by Mount Vernon Nazarene. A ball now from Reuter, just outside the 18-yard box. Eventually gets cleared away, and Kate Crawford now is in possession. And she sends one over to the far sideline as Bo Gantz and Diener, it looks, are trying to wrestle for possession. Eventually Mount Vernon gets the ball. A lobbing pass forward now, and It will be a goal kick as that ball rolls over the end line. Just a little too big of a touch there from Casey Apple. 3.5 remains. Still no score in this second half and in this match. If you're just tuning in, we'll get action of the women's volleyball game at the conclusion of this match between the Goshen College women's soccer team and the Mount Vernon Nazarene Lady Cougars, who come in ranked 20th in the national poll for NAIA. And they, as a matter of fact, let that ball roll right by him. Might have taken a little bit of a weird bounce, or she might have just completely mishandled it, but it will be a throw-in regardless for Goshen College, and it will be taken by Dusty Diener right as she gets to the ball. Kate Crawford in possession now. Kate Venderly sends one all the way forward. Asia Green trying to make a run at it, but also in pursuit is Reuter. 2.5 remains, still no score. And taken down, not a bad foul there from Asia Green, as now they're forced to take a free kick, basically from where Goshen would have been taking a corner kick from. So all the way in the back of the goal line. Now sent up. The ball is with Mount Vernon Nazarene. Good defense there by Weldy to win possession from Baker there. We're talking about Rachel Baker. We're talking about 1 year ago today when she faced this Goshen College ladies team, scoring 3 goals, a hat trick. Goals coming in the 2nd, 35th, and 53rd minute of that match. That was a home match for Mount Vernon as we get back to the action. Cross coming in the middle, headed away from Charles. The ball, maybe a shot here for Gibson. In fact, it is, but it's taken pretty easily there for Natalie Thorne and cleared up the field. A good clearance there for Rachel Short-Miller, though she thinks she could have had maybe a little bit more of a possession there. With only 70 seconds remaining, no score. Asia Green sends one back for Rachel Short-Miller, who sends one up and heads one intended for Artie's Woodward. Time winding down, only 50 seconds remain in this second half. And here's Short-Miller trying to get one forward. Baker blocks that one away. Enough contact there for a call to be made. A ball placed down pretty quickly and a free kick taken pretty quickly as well. Lydia Simpson tries getting it forward. And Janice Haywood for Goshen in possession, just trying to clear it away, and they do. We may have to see some extra time in this match. And Short-Miller now is going to clear one up forward. 15 seconds remain, no score. Gina Berkey in possession now. She's got open field, and maybe a little too big of a touch there. Looks like that will end this second half with 2 and 1 second remaining. The ball at midfield. This game, we will be seeing extra time. Maybe some cramping from some players from both sides. Both teams look pretty exhausted, pretty tired here. But no score after 90 minutes of play for the Goshen College Lady Leafs and Mount Vernon Nazarene Lady Cougars. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll start the first half of overtime here on 91.1 The Globe.
Why would you listen to another morning show where all you hear is this? When you could be starting your morning off like this. Start your day off with a healthy dose of music with the Breakfast Blend here on 91.1 The Globe. We'll take you back to the good old days with our college radio cut, remind you that records are still cool with our Deep Groove vinyl feature, and vibe out to our Toast and Jam session. That's every weekday morning from 6 to 9 here on 91.1 The Globe.
Are you ready for something new and like up-tempo music? I'm Larry Roberts.
And I'm Jim Fisher. We're the Bluegrass guys here at The Globe and hosts of Down Home.
With over 50 years of folk and bluegrass experience, we still have a long, long way to go.
We're going to bring you the best in bluegrass, both contemporary and classic, from artists like Alison Krauss and Union Station.
You're the lucky one, so I've been told. As free as the wind blowing down the road. Loved by many, hated by none. I'd say you were lucky 'cause
Balsam Range.
everyone knew it was bound to happen one day. Another breakthrough with a twinkle of an eye. Scholars
And some newgrass from the Steep Canyon Range.
Join us every Monday evening from 7 to 9 p.m. for Down Home on your station for culturally progressive music, 91.1 The Globe.
Between midnight and the dawn.
Tune into The Globe every Thursday from 11 to midnight for the Artist Spotlight, a show dedicated to telling the real stories of the musicians that inspire us today. You can learn of their upbringings, their hobbies, as well as side stories of their travels as a musician, and much more. You also get to enjoy many of the artists' favorite tracks over their careers, and the artists come from far and wide. So join us as we engage in a wonderful conversation in the Artist Spotlight, right here on 91.1 The Globe.
You're listening to 91.1 The Globe, your station for Goshen College athletics. We have got overtime action in store for you. The Goshen College ladies. Women's soccer team here will be taking on the Mount Vernon Nazarene Lady Cougars. And a coin toss in the middle is going to determine who starts with the ball and which way that goes, because we enter overtime with a score of 0-0. And there have been shots and chances aplenty for Mount Vernon Nazarene. 17 shots so far in this match, 8 of them being on target. And Natalie Thorne has had to come up very big in this match. 8 corners also for Mount Vernon Nazarene. Looks like overtime action is going to be starting in just a couple minutes here as the Lady Leafs have come back onto the field. And what a match. I mean, talk about the defensive presence of this Goshen College ladies team and how strong that they've been. That nothing really is getting by these back four, and when they do, Natalie Thorne is there to make sure nothing gets by her. And what a match that we've seen so far. So what the setup of overtime, there will be 2 10-minute intervals, and that will be starting in just a couple of seconds here, as it looks like Mount Vernon now is taking the field. And play starting to resume. Goshen will be moving right to left as Mount Vernon moves left to right, and Goshen will start with possession of this first overtime period. Annalise Baer will look to touch it on to Haywood, and after that, 10 minutes of action will begin. However, after 2 overtimes, if there still is no score, and that's just how it's going to end, at a 0-0 tie. It is a golden goal format, so the first team to score is going to finish this game as victors. The ball now, Annalise Baer, just outside of the 18-yard box for Goshen, cleared away. And now for Kate Venderly. Remember, at the conclusion of this match, stay tuned. We've got women's volleyball for you. They will be traveling, the women's Goshen College volleyball team will be traveling to Grace College to take on the Lancers. Moving forward now is Mount Vernon as they get one cleared away now. Here's the ball looking for a cross now is Mount Vernon, and Weldy is there but concedes a corner. And a corner going to be taken on the far side now for Mount Vernon Nazarene. It looks like Reuter is going to be taking this. A short cross coming in for Simpson. And Annalise Baer for Goshen now in possession as she gets one just on the far side now. Still in the defensive half of midfield for Goshen. The ball is back now with Reuter. She gets one to Rachel Baker. She's had a handful of opportunities in this match, and just one early in the game that rang off the crossbar. Cross coming in for Mount Vernon, and it is cleared away by Diener. That ball swung over now. In possession of the ball is Mount Vernon as they try getting one into Baker just outside the 18-yard box. Sends a nice pass over to Graver, takes a shot well over the crossbar. Score remains 0-0, excuse me. And Asia Green and Maria Bischoff checking in now for Goshen College. Short Miller and Kate Crawford are the two coming off here. A goal kick now for Goshen gets cleared up just in front of midfield. Moving forward now with the ball is the quick legs of Janice Haywood. Bo Gantz takes that one away. And Gibson now in possession. A couple of nice moves from the midfielder there, and the ball eventually lies onto the foot of Graver. A long lobbing pass over intended for Casey Apple. She tries getting across in. Natalie Thorne comes out of her net, bounces a few times, but she eventually picks up that ball. And she's looking to just send one away. Thorne's going to send one down and clear it over. Now Gina Berkey takes a little too big of a touch, so Gibson's going to take that ball away right there. On the near side in front of the bench now, it gets cleared over into the middle of the 18-yard box. Rachel Baker for Mount Vernon in possession. She swings one out to try to get across, and looks like a shot coming, and Natalie Thorne, good awareness knowing that she had to, rather than try and catch that ball after jumping, just had to punch that one over the crossbar with a shot on goal there. And it will be, in fact, another corner for Mount Vernon Nazarene. That cross coming into the middle of the goal. And here's a shot now. It's far wide from Casey Apple, out of play. Another goal kick for Goshen. Great chances now. 17 shots with 8 of them being on net for Mount Vernon in this match. Only one shot, none on net for Goshen. Not much clicking here for the Lady Leafs today. But against tough competition in Mount Vernon Nazarene, 20th ranked in the national poll. Regardless of an outcome, this is something that need to be proud of. However, counterattack brewing for Goshen. A nice through ball from Haywood there. Vela is tripped up, no call there. And Venderly tries to win possession back for Goshen. And crossed in for Berkey. Off the hand, there's no call as the ref says there was no handball and prevented a good chance there for Goshen. That ball had gotten cut out. But Venderly now on the defensive third for Goshen, cleared away there by Diener, but right on the foot now of Apple. Apple trying to get something going. She sends one out wide to the far side now. Gibson tries sending one into the middle just outside the 18-yard box. A 50-50 ball, but offside. The first we've seen from either team tonight is Rachel Baker jumping just a little too far out in front. 5 minutes, 5.5 rather, have gone by in this first overtime period. No score. And a bit of confusion as to where to place the ball. Just outside the 18-yard box for Goshen's free kick now. Gina Berkey heads one away. And Vela has it now for Goshen. Possession is moving the opposite way now for Graver and the Lady Cougars, trying to get something forward. Lays it off now for Bo Gantz. And Bo Gantz tries getting one. Tries to get a cross in there from Gina Berkey. That ball rolls over the end line. It will be a corner kick, the third already of this of this first overtime period for the Lady Cougars. Stay tuned to the Globe after this match. Women's volleyball action in store for you. That starts at the end of this. A low line drive cross comes in from Heaton. And Berkey then clears that one away. She tries to do it once more and does. The ball now just in front of midfield. Another cross coming in there from Davis. And a ball there from Vennerly. A couple of nice passes there from Goshen. Allows Maria Bischoff to get a nice ball. Ooh, a nice headed ball cut out there from Gwynn. She's been having herself, Shannon Gwynn, a nice day. Only one of two players not from the state of Ohio on this team. She comes from Janetta, Pennsylvania. And down as contact looked to be to the head there. It might have been a foot to the head, maybe a knee to the head. And that is Heaton down for Mount Vernon Nazarene. However, she gets up. She gets up after a little bit of a collision there in the back of her head, it appears. It will be a free kick, it appears, for Goshen College. And what they do in soccer is, for sportsmanship purposes, we'll just send one back and let play resume, starting with Mount Vernon Nazarene. 2.5 remains, still no score in this first overtime period. Again, if this first overtime ends 0-0, we'll go to one more overtime interval, another 10 minutes, and after that, if it's still tied, it ends that way. The ball now with Bo Gantz trying to get a cross in out of play. Goes over the end line, a goal kick for Natalie Thorne and the Goshen College Lady Leafs. Artie's Woodward checking in now for Annalise Bear. And Courtney Wenger does the same, however, for Dusty Diener. Diener made her 11th appearance of the season today, and she now checks off. Ball now for Wenger. Clears away just in front of midfield. It will be a throw-in in the attacking half for Bo Gantz and the Lady Cougars. The captain, Simpson, now with the ball. Tries getting a through ball in intended for Casey Apple, but that is going to roll over the end line. 90 seconds remain. Still no score. Right now, possession largely in favor still of Mount Vernon Nazarene. They've been in complete control of this game, but they have yet to put one into the back of the net, knock on wood, for the fans of Goshen College, and that stays exactly how it is. And Venderly now trying to get one forward. Maria Bischoff is onside, and she's now moving forward on the near side. Goshen now just trying to get numbers forward. Bischoff trying to get a cross in, but great defense there. Give credit there to the defense of, it appears, that was Davis there that got that one away. Now Baker is at midfield trying to get possession and trying to get something forward now with only 33 seconds remaining. Here's Gibson moving forward. The ball is with Apple. Trying to get a cross in, and it will be a goal kick. After a little bit of contact, it will be a goal kick in favor of the Lady Leafs. That will most likely then do it for this first overtime period with only 4 seconds left. It'll end 0-0 after this first overtime period. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break. When we come back, action. Second overtime period action from 91.1 The Globe. This Saturday, October 10th, the Ignition Music Garage hosts country singer-songwriter Lindy Ortega and special guest Smoothhound Smith beginning at 7:30. This will be Ortega's last stop in the Midwest until continuing her tour on the East Coast. Held at 120 East Washington Street in Goshen, ticket information is available online at ignitionmusic.net or by phone at 574-971-8282. Lindy Ortega at the Ignition Music Garage this Saturday, October 10th at 7:30.
Why would someone with a successful career in New York City decide to move to Goshen, Indiana and stay? How is Goshen High School graduating nearly half its students with college credit? Why is there an international art gallery in downtown Goshen that rivals ones in much larger cities? Find out for yourself at goodofgoshen.com. Good of Goshen tells stories about people who reflect Goshen's generous character. See more at goodofgoshen.com.
Start your day off right with the Breakfast Blend, weekdays from 6 to 9 on 91.1 The Globe.
We'll bring you music that will get you moving, as well as the info you need to plan out your day.
We'll take you back to the days of all-nighters and term papers with the college radio cut.
Remind you how hip your turntable still is with our Deep Groove feature.
And see you off with our Toast and Jam session at the end of the show.
91.1 The Globe.
Culturally
progressive music.
Tune in Sunday evenings from 4 to 6 for Acoustic Cafe here on 91.1 The Globe. Join your host Rob Reinhardt for a mix of music from classic singer-songwriters and new up-and-coming talents. It's an eclectic selection of different genres from the last 6 decades. For avid Globe fans, Acoustic Cafe is a show you don't want to miss out on. A relaxing show to wind down on a lazy Sunday afternoon from 4 to 6, only here on your home for culturally progressive music, 91.1 The Globe.
This is 91.1 The Globe. Second half overtime action is starting right now. The ball is touched in play. Rachel Baker knocks down Janice Haywood. Good defense there from Baker. And it will be a free kick now for Lena Charles and the Goshen College Lady Leafs. Still no score between the Goshen College women's soccer team here at the Goshen College Soccer Complex against Mount Vernon Nazarene. The ball now with Gibson. Her pass is behind Heaton, but the ball still eventually gets to her. Now the ball with Reuter. Pass gets by Reuter there, and it is with Courtney Wenger. She throws one in. Running after the ball now is Artie's Woodward. She could not quite get it. The ball with Wenger just sent forward all the way in the back. Now the ball with Gwynn. Mount Vernon Nazarene coming in this game 20th ranked in the nation, having themselves a nice season, 8-4, playing some tough competition. They earlier in the season faced the University of Rio Grande, and they fell in that game. Tough competition, and you can't fault them for hardly any of their losses thus far this season, losing most recently to 10th ranked Spring Arbor in a 1-0 loss. Here's something now brewing for Mount Vernon, but that's just cleared away pretty easily there from Weldy. Ball thrown in now in possession of Simpson. There's a high lobbing cross coming in, headed away there by Charles, and Gina Berkey is going to clear that one away as well. The ball now in front of midfield. Bischoff trying to run that one down. Knocked down a little bit was, well, eventually that ball gets cleared out by Wangard. Ball now with Vela. She tries clearing that one away from Goshen. And just in front of midfield, gets taken down, does Janice Haywood from Graver. And possession will now be with Goshen. Still no score in the second overtime. This will be the last of the last that we play in this match. No score between the two teams. 7.5 remain. And Casey Apple moves forward now. Here is Gibson. The ball now on the foot just outside the 18. Entering the box is Rachel Baker. Takes a left shot. Left-footed shot goes wide of the net. She probably wants that shot back. No doubt about it. She potentially could have gotten onto her preferred right foot, but instead took the left-footed shot and went wide. Natalie Thorne, no real trouble on that opportunity. Ball bouncing around a little bit in the defensive third of Goshen College, and Charles tries clearing that one away. Casey Apple not making it easier on her, though. And she will throw it in. However, first we will be seeing a substitution. Annalise Baer checking on for Artie's Woodward. As Woodward sprints off the bench, or sprints off the field onto the bench, greeted by her coaches. What a great game for Woodward, as she did all she could to get any opportunity for Goshen. And cleared out now by Wangard, as that ball was from the attacking third. Now a counterattack is in the works now for Goshen. A through ball here for Haywood. This could be an opportunity now for Goshen. On her left foot, gets a low cross in and cleared away pretty easily, however, then. But Gina Berkey now in possession still with Goshen. 5.5 remains. Cleared away. And that ball rolls out of play. A corner kick. The first of the evening for the Lady Leafs. And this corner by far already the best chance that Goshen has had in this match. In the second overtime, ball crossed in and jumped up and taken by Ashley Flout. Pretty easily a high lobbing cross, a little too far from the, or a little too close, that is, to the goal line there. So Flout didn't have much trouble jumping up and getting that one. The through ball intended there for Baker, but Melina Weldy is just going to try to clear that one out, but it's taken away by Gibson. Gina Berkey, though, clears that one out as that ball was ball now just moving around in midfield, back and forth there. 4.5 minutes remain, no score. The ball rolling toward the Goshen dugout and out of play into the Goshen dugout, as a matter of fact. So it will be a throw-in for the Lady Cougars. Janeth Vela there. Looks like advantage was called after a incidental handball on the Cougars. So now the ball is going to be with Gwynn in the middle. Cleared up now. And Davis is going to swing one over now for Mount Vernon Nazarene. Still no score. 4 minutes remain in this second overtime. 20th ranked Mount Vernon Nazarene trying to get a goal here in the last couple of minutes. The ball just outside the 18-yard box. Here's a shot from Gibson. It's blocked. Goes right to the foot of a Cougar offender and cleared away very nicely there by Melina Weldy. Great job there from Weldy to prevent that low cross from getting onto any foot of a Lady Cougar. And in these, time is very valuable. Rachel Baker, it almost seemed, tried to punch that one away. Boom downfield for Natalie Thorne. Great idea, as now only one to beat was Annalise Baer, but headed away there from Gwynn. And the ball is now at the midfield with Mount Vernon Nazarene moving forward now. The ball in possession of Lydia Simpson. Now on the far sideline, being defended there by Berkey, there is Bo Gantz. Back now to Lydia Simpson. 2 assists already on the season, trying to get a third here in this second overtime, maybe even her second goal. Cleared away by Kate Venderly. And had that ball not been taken out of the air there by Davis, Bayer might have had some open field, as she might have here, as that ball gets through. Another great headed away there from Gwynn. And a ball that will get picked up eventually by Flout as they tried moving that one toward the goal as well. 2 minutes, 20 seconds remain in the second overtime period. No score between Mount Vernon Nazarene and the women's soccer team here at Goshen College. And at the midfield now, the ball is with Davis. And here we go now. Gina Berkey tries getting something forward. Courtney Wangard. And now the ball gets cleared away. In possession on the far sideline now for Courtney Wangard of Goshen. She gets one forward to Gina Berkey, trying to make something happen. Is this, well, are both teams really, but not with 90 seconds remaining. Here's Courtney Wangard up the far sideline. That's kept in play rather nicely, if I may say so myself, from Bogance. Keeping that one in play. A handful of stubs coming on for Goshen at the next stoppage of play. And right now that one is cleared out. And Janice Hayward now coming forward. She's got one to beat. She's going to take the shot. A couple of bounces. Goes into the hands of Ashley Flout. And in now for, well, Goshen now stole possession from that, but reaching out was Heaton to pass that one forward to Reuter. Nice move past Bischoff there was Reuter. She still has possession just in front of midfield now, and a cross in from Lydia Simpson in the middle, chested away by Melina Weldy, cleared away. 35 seconds remain in this second half. Good defense as that was poked away twice there by Vela, and now Annalise Bear is trying to look moving forward, and a foul there. Foul there on Annalise Bear. A clock will stops with 17 seconds left. So it looked like Annalise Bear's jersey was being tugged there. And now just about all the players moving forward now for Mount Vernon Nazarene. 17 seconds left. Clock has resumed. 16 seconds and 15. The ball being bounced around a little bit. Now in the box, and it will be a free kick for Goshen. All about doing it for this game. 10 seconds left in second overtime. It looks like with only 5 seconds remaining, they may add time on. But what happened there is Melina Weldy was trying to take that free kick just outside of their own defensive box. Rachel Baker of Mount Vernon Nazarene was trying to run up, invading that 10-yard slot. And they're going to just go ahead and call the game as it is. 0-0, the final score. That's how it's going to end. 0-0 between Goshen women's soccer team and Mount Vernon Nazarene. We're going to swing it right over Grace College. And the Goshen College women's volleyball team will be taking on the Lady Lancers.